Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up, a wave, something. Let me know you can hear me or see me, or both. Both would be nice. Let's see who's in here. Katia, Barb. Mic just dropped. There we go. Got her. Sorry about that, guys. Robin, Jeremy, Pam, Aurora, Katia, Tom, Sue, Lord Houseful. Houseful. Hi, Dan. We got a house full. Awesome. All right. For those of you that are already in here, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on that like button. Also, if you're new to the class, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live or put up new content. Hi, Barb. Y'all have to ignore me today. I have had a headache for 3 days. I won't tell you what I did. I'm just there's a cabinet door, you know, when it's open, you're not supposed to walk into it after you open it. Well, I have a tendency to do that. So yeah, I've had a headache for 3 days. Hi, Mary. Kathleen. Awesome. Y'all been checking out Kathleen's work on the Facebook group? Awesome stuff. I'm telling you. Got a couple of treats this week for you guys. First of all, you remember when I told you I was working on my own little curtain deal for the hallway, and I was using a magic square? Well, here's the magic square, guys. You see it? You see the pattern in it? I like this pattern. I've done this pattern several times. However, I'm using a size 20 thread. I'm not liking the 20 thread. So I'm thinking I'm going to step down in size and use a more delicate size. I've got some 40 in the Elizabeth, but Elizabeth, I mean, we are talking, this is some stiff stuff. I'm thinking of working this pattern in a size 40 Olympus because it's a softer thread. And I think it'll give it the overall appearance that I want. Plus, I need to add some more picos, give it some billowy, lacy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be a curtain for that window. Yeah, Barb, you got to go see Kathleen's work. I'm telling you, she's on the ball. We got an up-and-coming designer in her. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like, but it's going to be a smaller version. It's going to take me a while. The window's like 54 inches wide. It's a big window. They use big, large windows throughout this rig, and that's what I loved about it. I don't feel closed in. In fact, this wall here, you can see the curtain here. This is a lace curtain. This whole wall is a window. Hi, Harola. Well, you can't see in, Pam. If you're outside and the shades are pulled, you can't see in. The only thing the shades do is help keep the heat out. But you can't see inside the rig. The windows are tinted in a one-way tint. We can see out, but they can't see in. At night, you can. When the lights come on, you can see in the rig, but during the day, you can't. Hi, Jill. Tom, I meant to ask, how's your wife doing? Let her know she's in our thoughts and prayers, please. You didn't notice that? Yeah, you can't see inside the rig. Thank you, Jill. That's great news. That's great news. The power of healing prayer. There's nothing like it. Oh my goodness. Here's Miss Gail. Well, I got news for you. Any day is a good day to make it to class. And you're in Ireland? Wow. Hi, Narsha. That is awesome news, Tom. Awesome news. Yeah, everybody give me a thumbs up. We got to build our algorithm. We'll do our housekeeping chore, our once a week housekeeping chore. We do have some fun stuff for today. And now, for you folks, when I show you what we're doing, know that I've already done this pattern. Okay? But I want to show you the angel that I did from last week. Tom, that is expected. She's been through a lot. Just bear with her. She'll be okay. Okay? Hi, Marianne. Yeah, Katia, I can relate. Anytime the humidity gets up, okay, and it's moist in the air, yeah, you're going to fight with that thread. You're going to fight with everything. What I do on those days is I just tat something just to keep tatting, you know. I don't work on anything I want to keep. Most of it's scrap bag. Hi, Mary Jane. Yeah, Katia, I got to get with you. Probably in the next couple of weeks. Dennis is going to work with us on that translation. So, by the way, anybody that's here from another country that can speak any kind of foreign language, we're looking for translators to translate the transcripts from the class. Katia has volunteered to put them in French. We used to have a young lady that did the classes, that the videos in Russian, but we don't have that anymore. So we need to get these translated. And I only speak one language, and that's English, and not very well at that. Hi, Judy. How's the weather in Alabama? You think you could, Aurora? Any help is appreciated, guys. Any help is appreciated. But Dennis is going to try to figure out how we get it up there so that it shows on the video as like closed captioning or so. That's awesome. That's awesome. We got friends that are over there in Alabama right now. Oh, thank you so much, Katia. You're so sweet. All right, we got about 6 minutes before the classes start. So we got to do our little homework spiel for YouTube. For those of you that are new and have not been here for a while, are ever here, this is the online tatting class. We will teach you how to tat from beginning to end. We will make designers out of those who want to be designers. Okay. Now, currently, I am the only teacher. So, you know, like me as it is, that's me. I'm the teacher. Pam does needle tatting, and she's going to be making videos. However, we have Katia, which is a very strong needle tatter. We have Barb Granger in class, she is a wonderful needle tatter. In fact, the needle tatting videos that are up on the website, the technique videos that I did, she was the source of that information. Okay. But she's retired. She's here in the class. She'll help where she can. But we've got Katia in class. She can answer needle tatting questions. Jeremy's in class. He can answer needle tatting questions. Tom, you got some knowledge on needle tatting. You can answer questions, and Pam's going to answer questions. So we got some strong needle tatters. Yours truly is mainly, thank you so much for the super sticker, Marianne. I do appreciate it. I am a shuttle tatter. Okay, let's don't get that wrong. Wrong. I am a shuttle tatter. I'm a die-hard shuttle tatter, but I used to needle tat. I learned the basics. I like shuttle tatting better. I like the sound of the shuttle clicking. I mean, there's so many things that shuttle tatting does for me personally that, yeah, it's got my heart. Okay. But in this class, I don't care if you use fingers, toes, sticks, twigs, or anything. As long as you tat, that's the key. You have to be able to tat. And we're going to teach you that. Yeah, you and me both, Narsha. I mean, these cabinet doors are solid wood. And I opened it and turned around and boom, walked right into it. That is a super sticker, Aurora. She asked what that blue banner is. That is a super sticker. For those of you, if you learned something today and you feel it is within your means that you can afford to donate, we take super stickers, super chats. Okay. Now we can start memberships, and things like that, like other YouTubers, but I just want to stick with the super stickers and super chats. If you feel that you learn something and these classes are valuable to you, make sure you understand that we run strictly on donations. We have a website that does cost money to run it, high bev, but here you go. If you can't afford to help financially, we run on both the website, a little banner down at the bottom of each page on the website is an ad. There's only one location on my website for ads, and that's all I will permit. Okay. On the YouTube channel, when you watch the replay, it has the chat that goes with it, but it starts tomorrow. Okay. What we filmed today, the chat will come out tomorrow. They have to run it through and make sure there's not any icky wiki. Yes, it is a donation. But if you watch the commercials, we get pennies on the peanut, and we're building the pennies up. Okay. The more people that let those commercials run, the better the pay is on better commercials. Okay. So with that said, if you cannot afford to donate, that's fine. These classes are free and they're free to everyone. All right. We just need, when we need a new computer, a new camera, something like that, it's got to be paid for. The website has to be paid for. Our domain name has to be paid for. All right. The money goes into a fund for those things. That's what it's used for. I get nothing for the classes, and neither does Pam. All right. So with that said, if you let the commercials run, yes, we still make money, not as much as a donation would be, but we still make it. On our website, there is a PayPal link. You can donate directly to the class PayPal account. And I mean, 50 cents helps, 10 cents helps. I am being serious about it. Okay. Catherine's link, please. Catherine's link for what, Sue? I don't understand. Jess, thank you so much for the super sticker. I do appreciate it. I very much appreciate that. Like I say, every penny counts. Hi, Nancy. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is go down into the down shot position so you guys can see all these little goodies I got on my desktop. Okay. Now, I'm sorry for this same shadow. We're trying to figure out what this shadow is. It's a cable, a cord, something. Hi, Deb. It's down in the bottom, Aurora. it'll have a little $ down there in your chat window. The program that I run doesn't have that. I'm using StreamYard so that I get a more clear picture and it doesn't give me headaches, which I could do that on my own. Sigrid, great to see you. Yeah, Facebook, Sue. Okay, that's what she was wanting. She's wanting Catherine Lingle's. Okay, it's Lingle Art is what she goes under. Okay, Sue? All right. That said, let's go to the fun stuff. Let me get you down here to the fun stuff. Because y'all gonna like this, what I've got going on down here. Let's go there. You found the pattern link. Awesome. Hi, Sherry. Well, we're just getting all kinds of people in here. This just makes my heart jump. Flip-flops. All right. Now, you see this here, this stripe. This is what we're trying to get rid of. I've got 20 gazillion lights above me. If these things put out heat, I would be barbecued. I'd be suntanned. I mean, seriously suntanned. So, let's look at the little angel. And then I got a question for you guys. Once we get it up here. Y'all see that? That's the angel we did just last week. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, now I want to know. And this is going to tell who all did this pattern. How many of you caught the error in the pattern? Come on, let's fess up. How many caught the error in the pattern? Let me get the pattern out here. Did y'all see the error? It was really easy. Now, I didn't add beads to it. Okay? Because when I do this, I've got a Palmetto's jacket. Well, it's actually a blue jean shirt. But I want, to put a bunch of tatted pretties on it. Exactly. A tatter that's been tatting a while will see the error in the pattern and they'll just fix it and move on. Okay? But check this out, folks. This is going to really trip your trigger. All right, right here on this page, you see where it goes to chain 8 on this, and then you start back across. Well, here's your 8 chain, and you started back across. Well, on the next page, okay, right here it says, at the bottom, right there, it says, 3 picot 3 picot 3 reverse your work after the 8. Well, we did it. Okay. Doesn't matter which way you go. It's still 8 on both sides. All right. So we did the 3 picot 3 picot 3 and then went right into the next ring, correct? Well, we go over here to the very last page. And somehow or another, her typewriter got stuck. Because she had you doing this 8 chain, you see it, every time. And it was supposed to be 3 picot 3. And the reason that I know this is that's the way it is on the front page. So that is the error. But a professed tatter. And if you did this, call yourself a professed tatter. When you got to this page, you looked at the picture, you seen this was following across the way it's supposed to. So you just picked up that last ring and chain and you continued on around. So you probably didn't even look at this. So call yourself a professed tatter if you didn't even notice this. Because someone that has been tatting for a while would have caught it and moved on. It would be something they would catch and not even think twice about it. Okay? But there's my little angel, and she looks just like the angel here. See? There you go. All right, so there's my angel. So see, I do my homework with you guys. I don't make you all do it, and I don't do it, okay? That's okay, Mary. That's okay. The thing of it is you caught the mistake. If you did 5 picot 5, there would be no picots on the bottom. The 5 picot 5 is the ring. So without the ring, you wouldn't get the chains unless you just did the chain. You see what I'm saying? So just know, yeah, teacher did homework with the students, all right? So we got that taken care of. Next thing, you got this printout. Now, we're not going to go through the split ring exercises, okay? But this is your homework, because what we're doing next week, you're going to need to know this. And I want you to read through it. This is written up by Georgia herself, okay? This is one of the deals that she had us to do. This will go in your sample book, okay? But I want you to notice something. You see where it says trefoil? That means there are 3 rings. Quatrefoil means 4 rings. And leaning quatrefoil is 4 rings opposite. They're leaning, okay? Double shamrocks in a row. That's a whole other dealio here. This has got split rings in the middle, and you've got these rings that come off the side. She did it in the 2 color so you could see where this is at. The printouts, Mavis, came with the email. They're also posted on the Facebook group, and they're posted below in the description on this video. So there's 3 places you can get it. Okay? You've got the pattern, and you've got this, and they're plainly marked what they are. Okay? But I want you guys to get this, and I want you to practice, because what we're doing Thursday is another little fun project, but it's going to be using split rings. All right? So I want you to practice your split rings. I am going to teach you a basic split ring, and we're just going to do a split ring chain. Okay? The best way to practice your split rings is to do a chain. But this is all the variations of split rings you can do. Okay? And these are your exercises. So without further ado, you didn't see an email? Pam? Tell me I put those links in the email. I did the email after I conked my head. That could be why. No link in the email either. Pam? Let me go look at my email real quick. Give me just a second. Okay, yeah, I just totally went zoom past that. All right, let me get those links in the class, all right? Let me do that real quick because I got everything right here. Let's start with the split ring information I just showed you. I'm going to copy it and paste it. Sorry, guys. Beat me for it later, all right? Copy. Paste. And send. There you go. That is the split ring paper I just showed you. This thing right here. That's this. All right? Okay. I recommended we look at her tatting. Yes, I recommended y'all look at Kathleen's tatting. She did the motif and she's made a necklace and a set of earrings that are gorgeous. Okay, she took it from a motif all the way down the line. Okay, and she's got some beauties up there on the Facebook group. That is from Kathleen Lingle. That's not this. This is George's stuff. Okay, now. Oh, Mavis, that's okay. I'm bruised enough. I bruised myself. I'm probably going to have a nice little hinky on my head, to be honest with you guys. Okay, now I'm going to give you 2 places that you can download the pattern for today. All right, this you're going to need. So just please just open it up if you want. You don't have to print it and run to no printer and go get it. But either one of these links will work for you today. That is today's pattern. Okay. The first one was the split ring exercises. Kind of hide this so y'all can't see it. And the other one is today's pattern. It's another one of Eileen Stafford's. I have done this pattern. For a beginner, it is the perfect pattern. Okay. This pattern is going to teach you your tension. Okay. And your picas. Not a problem, Sue. Not a problem. Okay. So there's your pattern for today for class. It is a beginner pattern. Okay. She did this back in the year 2000. It was one of the first patterns that she shared with the classes. Okay. And she has given me carte blanche to use all of her patterns that she has. So there you go. But this one is going to teach you the basics of tatting, okay? And it will teach you tension on your tatting. Yeah, it is. Page not found. The top one or the second one? There's 2 of them there. Let me give you the top one only first. All right, let's do that. Yeah, it's in the description. Maybe I just shoved everything together. That's the first one. That's at Eileen's page. And this is the PDF. I put this in my files today. I put it in the class files. Sometimes that's the bad thing about it. Pam, you're going to have to do the links because this StreamYard, when I put it in, it sort of kind of mushes it all together. Yarnia. I like that show. That was a good show. Okay. So everybody got it. I'll wait. I got all the time in the world, do you? All right. So this is the pattern. This is your homework, folks. This is your homework. You're going to do this, the split ring exercises. Reason being is next Thursday, we are going to work on a pattern that has been around for quite a time, and it is part of the files, and you are going to need round alphabet beads for it. Okay. Now, I have a link to get these for $6.99, and you get 1,900 beads. Okay, so let me get that for you. It is at Amazon. By the way, I do not have an Amazon store, so I get no profit or anything off of this. This is just to help. Okay, but $6.99, you get those chunk of beads. Okay, now, you're going to need these for Thursday's class. Okay. What we're making, you guys are going to love. It's going to be so fun. Okay. But you're going to need it. Yeah, we're doing beads. Oh, wow. Everybody ready for beads? I like beads. You're also going to need a brass ring to finish out today's project. Okay. So we've got 2 projects going on. there is a link, Katia. It is on the video channel. I did one for how to do split rings with needle, and Pam, I think's got another one. So Pam, can you put those up for her? She's looking for the links for needle tatters on how to make the split ring. So anyway, let me move on to today's pattern and today's exercise. First thing I want to do is teach you all how to do a split ring. Would you please let go of my thread? Post-it notes. They love thread, folks. Just remember that. Don't say I didn't warn you. But they love thread. Okay, first thing you want to do is wrap your hand for a ring. Okay, now I'm using variegated blue for one side and a solid blue for the other. Yes, Katia, you can help our needle tatters. I do not have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. If you and Pam can work together on that, that would be totally awesome with me. Okay? Because I don't want to leave needle tatters out, because I believe that you should know both tools as Georgia believes. Because I got news for you folks. There are techniques that I will grab a needle to do. Just remember that. And I'm not a needle tatter, but there are some techniques that are easier done using a needle. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to tat 6 double stitches here. We're going to hide our ends as tat, or better yet, y'all are beginners. We're not going to hide them ends. We're not going to worry about hiding the ends right now. Okay? So just tat 6 double stitches. So we're going to have 2 tails hanging off the end of this. All right, that's okay. 3, 4, 5. Well, and it went flying. My shuttles have a tendency to have a mind of their own, especially the wood ones. I made a video one year, and my shuttle kept flying. I mean, I had lotion on my hands, and it kept flying. And I kept saying, now I have flying shuttles. I had a comment come to me on that video, and this student wanted to know where they could buy flying shuttles. So there you go. It's a thing, I guess. I don't know. And these are shuttles that Veronica made for me. This one has a peacock on it. I love peacocks. And I think they're beautiful. They're very graceful. And so she painted this with a red peacock. And then I have another one that has a snow white peacock on it. And it's hand painted. This is the white peacock on a black shuttle. Y'all see that? I mean, she does wonderful work. Absolutely wonderful work. And her shuttles she makes for me are custom sized. Okay? Because I have weird hands. I have big hands with little bones. They're chubby hands. Who was it? Somebody said one time, fat hands is what they said. And they're slender. They're not fat. I am, but my fingers aren't. So there you go. All right. So we've got our 6 double stitches here from shuttle 1. The peacock is shuttle 1. Got it? And we put our 6 stitches in. And you see the peacock, he going over there. We don't want the peacock no more. And we're going to roll our hand with that peacock. You got that? Hi, Deborah. Now, the second half, let me move them tails. In fact, I am just going to snip them off right there at their kneecaps. You know what I'm saying? Because they just getting in my way. And they're going to drive you crazy trying to watch me with these tails hanging here. So snip and snip. No more tails. All right. Now, the second half of this, we have our hand wrapped for the ring. The first half of that split ring has been done. The second half, we go wrapping our stitches, and it's the first half first, second half second, okay? And you just slide those stitches over. Do not flip. The hardest part about split rings is I don't flip that thread. And you want to do this to make 6 double stitches. And what is going to happen is your double stitches are going to match just like the other double stitches. So it will look like a continual ring. However, your tails will come out the top of the ring. Okay, you see what I'm doing? Am I doing it slow enough for you guys? Now, if you see that it's getting a little crampy, you can always pick it up and move it over. Now, there are several ways and methods you can use to make a split ring. All those methods are up on the website, and they are listed by the technique because there's umpteen gazillion ways you can make a split ring using a shuttle. This is just one of many. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and put our other 2 double stitches in. Okay, and we're just wrapping our stitches on. Remember that. Now, shuttle 2, lay it down. It's no longer useful to us. Shuttle 1, Mr. Peacock comes back into play. Pull your ring into the pinch and close that ring. Okay. Do not, whatever you do, let that ring out of the pinch till you get it closed. And what you're going to end up with is a ring. There's our tails, our little skinny tails, and our ends will come out the top. Does everybody see that? Yeah, Mimi is a great needle tatter. There you go. That is your split ring. Okay. Now, any questions on how to do a split ring? Now, if you're going to make a split ring chain, you would continue. You would butt your split ring up next to this one. Okay. Right there. And you just start. Now, I want you to make a chain of split rings till you're comfortable making split rings, okay? Then I want you to step into the exercises. Stephanie, did you find everything? Have you found your books and your beads? Stephanie's lost her books and her beads, her tatting books and her beads. Jess, you can, but it really is not going to help much. Yeah, Aurora, Steph's taking care of her mother or her mother-in-law. She has dementia. So, yeah. Back to Jess. She's asking, should we post our shuttle when doing split rings? You can, but it's not really going to do much for you because both ends come out the same end. So then you're going to end up with one end on the back side, one end on the front side. That could be probably a problem, in my opinion, if it does that, because then your threads don't match. Okay, let me see what I've missed on the chat. Any questions here? I see Barbara Foster's books is being tossed around. I got news for you, needle tatters. You can't buy a better set of needle tatting books. Barb Foster owns Handy Hands. Remember that, folks. So get your books from her. Yeah, Jess, her books are awesome. I had them for years, and I gave them to Pam for reference. Now, Sue, I can't help you get more time to tat. You know what I've decided? I told my husband, you know, we live in an RV. I tap when we travel. Okay. I tap when we're not traveling. I tap when we're watching TV. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that my tatting when I watch TV comes out very precise, but I try. Okay. But I get in as much tatting now as I possibly can. Before, it was take care of mom and all this other stuff. Well, now it's just me and him. The kids are grown. They've got out on their own. They're doing their own thing. And so, yeah, I'm now, if you want dishes done, it's a quick job. It's called paper plates, plastic knives and forks and spoons, and paper cups. No dishes to do, just pots and pans. Okay. And the way you get out of the pots and pans, see, is you buy an air fryer that you can cook in. Okay. And then you just use the little paper thing, basket things in there, and it keeps it clean and stuff like that. Or you tell Hubs, fire up the grill. That's how you do it. So now let's move on to this pretty. Now, as I said, I did this a long time ago. Okay. I know that my pattern has to be a good 17 years old. Okay. Because it's done in size 10 thread. Okay. There she be. Okay. In all her glory. That is the pattern. And she's size 10 thread. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Okay, you want me to demo that once more? I will as soon as I get past this. Is that okay? I don't mind. If you wait, I'll do it. Okay, so this is the pattern, and it is done in size 10 thread. Let's measure that puppy if I can find a tape measure here that works. I know I've got one in here somewhere. Of course, it'd be somewhere else. Yep, there it is. Here it is. All right, now let's see what we got here. She said hers is in size 30 Sibylla, okay, approximately 6.5 inches. Okay, now we're at about 6.5 if you include the picots. Now, mind you, this was not blocked. Okay, when you block, it stretches all this out. Okay, I tatted it up and it's in my box of goodies. Okay, this was gotta fix it, gotta do it, because I thought the pattern was really, really pretty. Okay, but I never blocked it. And it not being blocked, I'm running at 6 1/4. And this is size 10, which is way bigger than size 30 Sibylla. The difference is this is done with Elizabeth size 10, okay, which is a 6-ply coordinate thread. Sibylla is crochet cotton, it's 3-ply. Okay, so given that in thought, okay, that Sibylla would come out to be about this size because it's not as stiff as the Elizabeth. But as you can see, as I pull on this, you can see it stretching. That's what blocking will do for you. It stretches it and shapes it the way it's supposed to be. We will have a class on blocking. Don't be afraid. Okay. What size alphabet beads? Pam, alphabet beads only come in one size when you buy them in that box. Okay. It doesn't say, honestly. You just want a box of alphabet beads. Because when you make what you're making this Thursday, you make them to sell or give them as gifts. Okay. At your church, local senior groups, whatever, you can teach doing this and they'll have fun. Okay. I'm being honest. All right. So now This is 6¼ inches unblocked. I'm guessing it would block out to be about 6¾ not much bigger than what hers came out with the Civilian. All right. So we're going to retat this in size 20. All right. Now what you can do where these joins are is add beads if you want on the picos that are joining. You can add beads around here, but I don't advise that because what we're going to do with this is make a sun catcher. Okay. So yes, you'd want beads for a sun catcher. And the kind of beads you want are pretty beads like these. These are crystals. This is my crystal beads. Y'all can see them shimmering, can't you? Through the plastic. This is crystal beads. Trust me, I paid a chunk for all these crystals. Here is some more crystal beads. Whatever color you decide to use. Yes, these are two-sided boxes. Match your thread to your beads if you choose to use beads. If you don't, you can use seed beads like these. Size 20 takes 11/0. When you see it, it says 11/0. That's 11/0 size beads. Okay, and it's AUGHT, aught. Okay. You can use pearls, 11/0 pearls. Okay. You can use whatever you want. See, there's some more crystals. You can use whatever you want in your sun catcher. But do not put beads on all of your picos on the outer edge, because this is how you're going to attach it to your brass ring. Okay? Now, you count up your picos, and you need at least 4 picos between each join. Okay? So if you join here, say you're joining right here, count over 4 picos, all right, and join again. So it would give you 3 blank, and then the 4th one. But you want to make sure it evens out all the way around. You take your piece that you're going to put in your ring and you would measure it like this. Okay? And you say, well, I'm at 6¼ I'm going to need at least a 6½ inch ring. You get bigger, not smaller. You want a bigger ring. Okay? Now, if they come in millimeter size, there you go. It would be 16 millimeter, because there's the 10, there's the 16. Okay? You got that? So, pick you up a brass ring. Walmart does carry brass rings over in their craft aisles. Not all Walmarts, most Walmarts. Okay? With it being back to school stuff, it may be a little tougher. Hobby Lobby, Joann's, okay? And get your brass ring. And I'm going to show you how to mount this to your brass ring next week. Not Thursday. Thursday we have a special treat because this is going to take you till next week to do up. Okay? What we're doing Thursday, I can't tell you. It's a secret. I'm going to leave you in suspense. Just know that you're going to have your little beads, little name beads, alphabet beads. Now, you can use up to 7 letters on your alphabet beads. That's the max. You can use your name. You can put a saying, whatever, but 7 beads. That's the max. Okay? So, this is your homework, folks. You're going to do this pattern. Okay? It's 3 pages. It's very simple. If you're going to add beads, beads would take the place of your picos. Okay? You're going to do your split ring exercises because you're going to need the split ring exercises for Thursday's class. All right? So practice. Make your split ring chain and then work your exercises. The chain, I'm not giving you a length. You will know when you're comfortable doing split rings. All right. Now we have one that wants a repeat of how to do a split ring. All right. Now we've already done this split ring. We are going to do another. Turn it around. Shuttle 1 is our peacock. All right. Shuttle 2 is our cutouts. So if I can get the thread to cooperate, we will do another one. You want to keep your tails separated. Keep this one that goes to shuttle 2 in the pinch and out of your way. You want to tat 6 double stitches. If I can get this to, that is a tight blade, a very tight blade. All right, so let's do 6 double stitches. We're going to bring it right down to that ring and put in 6 double stitches. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now, I need more thread because there's not enough thread on my finger to finish up the back half of this split ring. Okay. Hi, Joy. Yep, you're just in time. Okay, so now we're going to grab shuttle 2. Shuttle 1, we threw across the back of our hand to get it out of our way. We pull our tatting up so we can see it and hold our threads or the previous ring in the pinch to keep it out of our way. We grab shuttle 2 and we wrap or encapsulate our stitches, starting with second half first, first half second. And you just slide them on there. You're not flipping a stitch. Okay. Get some more thread. You want to put 6 stitches on here. Now, on the website or the YouTube channel, I have got umpteen gazillion ways you can do a split ring using a shuttle. Pick your flavor. The high 5 method, a lot of people like because it is easier if you've got Arthur issues. Because what you do is you slip that thumb in there, pull your thread around, and everything is a natural holding on your hand. It doesn't strain your thumb or your index finger. Okay, so if you have Arthur issues, use the high 5 method. All right, and we've got 4, got caught on my finger, 5, and 6, and you're just sliding it on. That's all. It's called wrapping. This shuttle here. Okay, let's see. Sue Larson wants to know where to get the larger shuttle. This one or, it's don't think it's in there. I think it's up here. Let's see if I can open a cabinet without boxing my ears again. You know, it's one of them things. Now, I have 2 sizes of large shuttle. I have that one and I have the next one here. This is the largest shuttle I own. This is a Tatsy. I got this at Handy Hands. You see the hole inside there? This, you can wrap yarn on it and work it, okay? Now, if I'm going to do a massive project, Jan's Monster Dolly is a prime example of what you would use this for. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, the split ring exercise, Joy, is down below with the patterns. It says it's down in the description. Yeah, that's a Tatsy shuttle. Everybody wants to see what a Tatsy is compared to this. Now, there is Veronica shuttles. Now, let me see. I do have, this is one of Shuttle by Designs. This here is a Moonlight. And I'm going to show you the difference in the sizes of these shuttles. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's get a Clover. That's a Clover shuttle. This is a Tatsy. That is the largest shuttle you can buy. This is a Russian made, and it's used for beads. Okay. That Rita does at Shuttle by Design. Okay. This one is not as big as this one. You see the inside on that? But you can put beads on both of these. This here is a Clover in relation to a Tatsy. This is a Moonlight. You see the difference? You want this one or the Tatsy? The Tatsy holds a lot. You can just about put an entire ball of size 20 thread on a Tatsy shuttle. This one here, it holds probably about a half a ball. I never fill mine up to that point because I don't want to sprain on the blades. And what it will do, it will cause your blades to separate on your shuttles. If you overfill them, it will cause that problem. But let's get back to this split ring. Now, once we get all our stitches on that split ring, get everything back in line here. This one's hid back over here. This is the second half of that split ring we just did. We dropped this shuttle. Let me get back in line here. This is the way we were. The peacock's over here. This is the shuttle we were putting the back half on. We drop that on the table. Grab our peacock and close our ring. Hold that ring in the pinch, and you want to keep it in that pinch until it is closed. And if you learn to feel that closure, you'll know when it's closed without having to open up your hand again. And that's what your chain of split rings will look like. One half will be the darker blue, one half will be the lighter variegated blue. Yeah, to post the Tatsy, I can't use it. It cramps my hands. I used to use it a lot with size 3 crochet thread that to do the videos with years ago. But yeah, this cramps me up. I just keep them on hand to show, just like I showed you guys the difference. I mean, I can drop that in there, that Moonlight, and it's just all over the place. I can sit this one in there and you can see the difference in the size. Exactly. You fully wind your Russian shuttles and join new thread where needed. The Russian shuttles hold so much, and they're well made. Now, I've been buying my shuttles from Veronica for about, I'm going to say about 15 years. Yeah, it's better to use the Riego method because the way you use it, it's better. If the blades were separated instead of closed, this would be a perfect knotting shuttle. Yeah. Exactly, Jess. Exactly. Smaller hands, it can be hard to get through the hand loom without hand pain because you've got to hold that loom like this, to get the shuttle to work. And I got news for you. After about 10 minutes of that, your hands are dead. Okay? That's fine, Sue. That's fine. These are Veronica's. Now, I do have some of Veronica's shuttles. I had my Etsy shop open. I closed it. Everybody is protesting Etsy right now. And the way we're protesting is everybody's closing their shops for a lengthy amount of time because Etsy's got so they're charging fees for this, that, and the other, and you do all the work and get nothing. And they're overpricing shipping fees, things like that. Me, I'm taking a hit on shipping fees because I'm setting shipping fees at what they are supposed to be. And then Etsy's like, no, we got to up it. And I just, no, we're not doing that. So we're trying to figure out how to work it to where you get the exact shipping fee you're supposed to get because I ship, if it fits, it ships one rate. That's it. And they want me to use all this other stuff and song, dance, and do cartwheels, and I'm just not going to. And so, yeah, everybody's right now just upset with Etsy. Yeah, they used to be cool, but not anymore. But I do have some of Veronica's shuttles. They're priced exactly what Veronica sold them to me for. And I don't make any profit off of any of it. I'll get the shop back open, and we're really seriously contemplating anything over $50 free shipping. And I've got tatting bags, I've got crossbody bags, I got all kinds of stuff to go in there. And I've also, over the winter months, we will be putting in some books that I own as well. And it will be discounted. All right. So with that said, Arlene, you know that's never going to happen. Let me switch cameras now. Let me go back. There we go. Yeah, y'all see me Thursday. I should have a good imprint of door across my forehead here, probably down the side. I mean, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my threads and stuff, trying to figure out which one I was going to use for today's class. And I had the door open and just boom, smacked my face right in it. Barb, it will be very soon. It will be very soon. I've had my shop closed down now for the period that everybody was striking, I guess is what they call it. They were striking Etsy because of what they were doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I sell this stuff. I don't make a profit off of anything I sell. The most that I would make is my shipping fees back. That's it. I'm not gonna, beat a dead horse, but I'm also not gonna let Etsy take over and ruin makers because people won't make anymore. And I got news for you. All the Russian makers have been pulled from Etsy. Yeah, a lot of people do not use the dead spider. Pam, get the Riego method video. I know we have one. If not, I can show you real quick if you want to learn it. It's about as easy as you can get. Narsa, I have some that are, I do have some available, and they're in my Etsy shop. And needless to say, you know, I got to get it open, but Pam will post on the group page the day that it opens. We've just got to figure the prices of everything. And it's because of what they're doing with the shipping. I'm not going to charge you $15 to ship a shuttle to you. Okay. It's just not going to happen. And with their fees and stuff, that's what it ends up being. You're paying out the wazoo for something, and I don't like it. You know, and I can't list anything on the Facebook group to be sold. I can't do that. I was thinking open up a Facebook business, but Facebook also has their own little thing too. So, you know, if I sink my money into something, you know, I'm not in it to make profit, but I would at least like get my money back, you know? Yeah, Karen Cabrera tats Riego's way. But everybody, if you're going to watch Karen's videos, do me a favor, watch it twice for the fingernails. Okay? Her fingernails are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They're super long and they're beautiful. But watch it twice for the fingernails and then watch it to learn. Okay? And slow it down so you can see, because she's Speedy Gonzalez. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? All right. Let's see. Narsa. Let's see. Got that. All right, Corinne. Let me go into the down shot and I'll show you how to do the Riego, being Pam's computer's froze. Let me do this. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, or at least turn it upside down so you can see better. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your hand. I'm going to move on down this thread. Wrap your hand to do a ring. Now, the best way for Riego method, take this shuttle, wrap it across the back of the hand. Come up to the back here, close your hand like that, and pull your shuttle tight, and then pull that in. Second half, you just come up through the back. And you do it. Okay, sounds good, Katia. All right, let's do that again. You're going over and up through between the fingers and pull it in. Then you go up between the fingers, pull it in. Over and up. And then up. And that's all you're doing. And you're just making double stitches. That's the Riego method. Sue Hansen, will I give a link to Veronica's Facebook page when I've got 2 buckets of Veronica shuttles? And they can get them today and not 2 weeks from today. Just see what I'm saying? That's who I buy my shuttles from for sale. And when I go to Tat Days, I place a huge order. What's not sold at Tat Days, I bring back and I put in my Etsy shop. I usually spend around $1,500 with the little girl, but I've known her. I'm her son's American grandma is what he calls me. She calls me her American mom. I've been with her since her grandfather handed her the business when he retired. You want 2 of those shuttles? Which ones? Now, the peacocks you don't get. Those are custom made for me. You want them hand painted and stuff. You have to talk to Veronica, but I'll show you the shuttles. I will open the shop, but let me get the pricing straightened out and I'll open the shop for you guys. Okay? But just know I'm not going to give in to Etsy's whims on all this other stuff. And I will support people. You want a small one? Let me see. That's the smallest that she makes right there. Well, let me show you. And as you see, there's no hole. You have to tie it in. Because it automatically, Corinne, you're asking why you would use Riego method instead of slip and slide. You automatically get the flip. Okay. Okay. The smallest shuttles that you can get, Mary, are the clover shuttles. And those I don't carry in my shop. Those you have to get from Handy Hands. The wooden shuttles are larger. They're made that way. Okay, Brenda, the first half is 3-3 and the second half is 6. Okay, please say what that question is. Let me roll up. Okay, on the split ring that says 3 Pico 3 split 6, that means on the first half that you do on your split ring, you're going to have a 3, a Pico, and a 3. Then you split. That's when you flip it over and you do the second half of your split ring. When you see that slash mark on a pattern, that is a split ring. What's on the front of that slash is where you start in your flipping stitches. What's on the second half of that split is what you wrap on or encapsulate. You got that? Does that help? Does that help? Does that help? Does that help? Yeah, Etsy charges their own shipping rates now. That's what everybody was protesting. I'll let you know. I've got to get to storage and pull them out. They're all in storage. I've got all my books on a thumb drive. If I carried all my books on this rig, I couldn't carry anything else. You do have a weight limit on these things. And if we get pulled over and they want to weigh us on the highway, if we're not underweight or right at, they can fine us heavily. He had to go through driver's training and get a certificate to drive this thing. Arlene, you can do split rings in your sleep now. No, Pasha, Veronica's not on Etsy anymore. She's opened her own shop, and it's tattingshuttles.com. Okay. And Etsy won't allow her to sell on there anymore. None of the Russian tatters are on Etsy anymore. Yeah, Etsy discriminates. Is my thoughts on that one. I don't care who you are. If you're a tatter, you're a friend. Thank you, Katia. Exactly, Arlene. And if you don't practice the technique, okay, you're going to forget it. The basic tatting techniques will stay with you forever, but they also are easily lost. Embargo, I don't know if it's embargo, Sue, or what, but they've changed their fees. Okay, they've changed the way they allow you to run your business. You caught that, right? The way they allow you to run your business. And on top of that, they hold your money for 90 days. They don't give you your money for 90 days. Exactly. The foreign designers have very beautiful designs. Yeah, the clover shuttles are very, very small. Here's a clover right here. That's a clover shuttle. See it? And that's the small one. Now, if you're going to use this shuttle and you want to put a lot of thread on it, Mary, size 40 or 80 is better. You put 20 on here, you ain't getting very far. Yeah. I know. And a lot of them have left and went to Spotify, and they're paying Spotify to open a shop. Etsy, at least, you know, was free to open a shop, but my gosh, now it's like everybody, they've gotten hungry. I'm just me. You know, I believe in giving a fair shake. I get enough fair shakes in my life. I like to pay it forward. You got it right, Katia. 100%. 100%. So, with that, is there any questions on today's class? Pam will let y'all know when I open the shop back up, but I'm going to reprice things to at least make my money back on the shipping cost and the cost of the product. That's all I want to do is make my money back. And I'm going to have to price it so that Etsy keeps the little paws off of that. You're just getting used to 10 and 20. You'll be on 80 before long. Facebook Marketplace, if you open a shop, it doesn't go through Marketplace. It's an actual business page. If you open it, they collect taxes, they collect shipping fees, and all that. Marketplace is you're selling your personal stuff. And Dennis sells stuff through there all the time. Well, I ship out of the States. You're in Canada, aren't you? Well, thank you, Cynthia. That was a fun pattern. Katia, you're in Canada, correct? Okay, yeah, I can ship to Canada. That won't be a problem. Anything overseas, the VAT tax and all that stuff, yeah, that's way beyond my brain. I've got some thread that's 120, Mary. Yeah, it's sitting up in a bucket right up there in that little cabinet up there. Yeah, the one that likes to hit me in the head. It's sitting up there in that bucket. I'll talk to you about it after class, Katia, but I'm pretty sure I can send it to you. You can't find the Riego video? I know I got one. It may not even be up yet, Pam. He's still processing videos from the old channels. So, is there anything else, guys, that I can help you with today? Remember, do your pattern because we need this. And we'll finish this up next week. Get your beads and get your brass ring. After your pattern is finished, okay, you don't have to block it for what we're doing. After your pattern is finished, make sure you measure so you can get the right sized ring you need. That's okay, Sue. That's okay. You didn't know. Yeah, I buy from her all the time. And when I spend around $2,500 with her at a pop. Oh, you all are so welcome. Thank you for showing up. I mean, I should be thanking you guys. You keep me thinking up here, keeping the brain going. I will. I'm going to go take an aspirin here in a little bit. Usually when I get sulked like that, and I take an aspirin, I'm ready to go sleep. So, and Pam will post as soon as I get that shop open. We'll get everything repriced and gone through, and then y'all can have a field day, okay? Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying, Tia. Mary, you're going to find out as you progress in your tatting adventure, that choppiness is going to stop. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it, Sue. I don't mind sharing. Don't mind sharing at all. But just know that I buy from her. And I do that because she's a single mom. Thank you, guys. Remember to give it thumbs up, guys. Bring our algorithm up. And I will see you guys this coming Thursday, so we can do our alphabet bead project. Okay? All right, Narsha. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, I'll see you all on Thursday. All right? And I will bring my beads and my thread. All right? So I'll see y'all on Thursday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.